It's already halfway through the year and we're starting from scratch. By completing SBCs, playing matches, and competing in FUT Champs, we're going to build the best ultimate team that we can in the time available. Welcome to my FIFA 17 halftime road to glory. That's right, ladies and gentlemen, welcome to episode number 38 of the halftime road to glory. And on the screen is the normal team, the standard team that we are going to be bringing into the daily knockout tournament today. We're going to be trying to win a tasty little Scream player. Now, the requirements for this daily knockout tournament, well, there were no requirements, and we got we're going to be getting 1,000 coins as well. Now, notice at the top there, our coins are currently at 542,000 coins. That's important to note because we're going to see how much coins we get back from this, and we do make a tasty bit of profit. Coming into the first game of today's episode, we come up against WoW X Face, and he's got a pretty nice team. David Villa, Abate, Gareth Bale. However, Ronaldo, Messi, and Suarez, they're just too good. Ronaldo with a nice double tap past the keeper there, and tidy little finish. And for a lot of these like the goals I'm scoring now are very similar and very simplistic. It's just a nice little through ball, and the double tap finesse is always very good. We actually managed to get a rage quit in that one, and yeah, it was very nice, very nice, and I was very happy with an easy rage quit to go through because time was of the essence in this daily knockout tournament. Our second opponent has Footy, Smalling, and Butland. He's got Stevie G, and of course he's got Suarez, but this is what Dembele can do. Look at his pace, and he just breaks down the opponent. He's able to run straight through the opponent, and just a nice little ball roll underneath the keeper there to make it 1-0. Son this time coming in, crosses it into Lukaku. Lukaku with a nice little double tap past the keeper. I do not know how my opponent didn't manage to clear that off the line. It was a very weird opportunity, and we managed to tuck that one away, and that's actually how this one is going to end up. We actually managed to win this one 2-0 in the daily knockout tournament, taking us through to the semi-final. And at this point, I'm just trying to play these games as quick as possible, and you guys will see why in a little bit. But with 2 shots, 2 goals, not much I can complain about. 57% possession as well. We are pretty much going to dominate this opponent, and we are going to go through to the third round of the daily knockout tournament. And this is against an opponent that I've definitely played before. He's a very good opponent, and he's got a very nice team. It was interesting, he kept Pogba at that striker position. I was really curious about that. But this opponent, we've talked a bit before, and he actually gave me, what's his face? Team of the Season, Fernandez, the second time round. When I was trying to complete the Luis Suarez SBC, he actually gave me that card. Because he gave me the win in the final, and he definitely deserved to win that match. And this is another game where I think my opponent has been a bit unjust, and Ousmane Dembele just tearing him apart. 2 goals, 2 shots, that's all it takes, and we're going to clinch this one. We're actually going to win it 2-0. As you can see, the stats are definitely not in my favor. We've only had 1 more shot than him, 1 more shot on target, and he had the bulk of the possession, as well as the pass accuracy. So pretty unlucky for my opponent. I think if I was to show you more gameplay highlights and all that sort of stuff, you would have seen me really getting dominated in this match. But a very well played game to my opponent, and just got to give him credit because he definitely deserved this one. But I was happy to go through to the final of the daily knockout tournament, and this one is against 3 Player of the Month cards, 1 Kante, 1 SBC, Fernandinho, and legend Ferdinand and Luke Shaw footies card. So very nice team. Effenberg is able to make it 1-0. Nice little pass there from Ronaldo after the Berber spin, and we're able to open up the scoring very early on in the game. Nice little finish there from Effenberg. Now we're going to come back down the pitch, and Messi, he's got that pace, he's got that space, and he's gonna pass it into Suarez into Ronaldo. Ronaldo gets tackled. However, look at this finish from Luis Suarez, completely off balance, and he's able to just tuck that past Jack Butland to make it 2-0. And at this point, we're cruising. 23 minutes in, we're pretty much going to win the daily knockout tournament. Messi with a nice little finesse shot from the top of the box. He's been doing so much work for me in this series. Honestly, he's the reason why we have our entire club. Just from the clutch goals he scores and the top quality goals he scores, he does so much work for me, and I'm absolutely just so happy to have him in the club. Unfortunately, Ibrahimovic is able to get a lucky rebound goal there. I wouldn't say that one was really that deserved. It was bumbling all over the place. However, Suarez to Messi to seal off the game 4-1 in the 68th minute, and we are going to go through and win the daily knockout tournament on the first attempt. And 12 shots, 8 on target to my opponent's 5 and 3. Of course, he had a lot more possession, but we were just creating a lot more chances, and that's what you need. That is what you need to win your matches. And as you can see on the screen, we're gonna win the daily knockout tournament, and Captain Ronaldo there holding. I really should give the captain band to Messi there, because he's really the original top player in this club. But I just can't believe how much effort they put into the celebration for the daily knockout tournament, and then when you get like gold 1 or elite 3, there's no celebration. There's like there should be like a little bit of a celebration, or maybe even if like a top 100 or 40 wins, there should be a tiny bit of a celebration, just a little boost, because I wouldn't be celebrating the DKT that much as the foot champs. But we are going to get a screenplay here, and that is going to be Marwan Fellaini. Now, he's 80 rated, and he wasn't going, in my opinion, going to be going for too much. But then I checked the market, and surprisingly, these Scream cards were absolutely ridiculous in price. Right now, we are on 545,000 coins. I checked the market. He's got a 75k max price, and he's selling for 52,000 coins. And I'm thinking to myself, Scream cards are going to be in DKT the entirety of the next 2 days. There are so many players who are going to be getting these Scream cards. I'm going to list it up for 52k, get my coins as soon as possible, and really reap the rewards from this DKT, because yeah, we really needed the extra profit here. If I waited and held onto this card, we were going to only get like 10 or 20,000 coins, and you're going to see that in a little bit, because we actually make so much profit you will not believe it. 6 minutes later, approximately about 6 minutes later, the card sells for 52,000 coins, bringing us to 594,000 coins, and that is very good for a 80 rated Fellaini. I'll take 50,000 coins. And then the next day I came back and he's 10k. What? What is this market? He absolutely crashed in price. So I was very happy with that. I was very happy we managed to sell on the card and really get those coins into the club, because what is our club without an extra 40,000 coins? Now, I am going to pick up a Mario Gaspar. As you can see, I'm picking him up for about 9.9 thousand coins. And my thought process was behind this was, you're going to probably need Scream cards sometime in the future. If not, we're going to be able to quick sell it for 9,882,000 coins, which means we're only really going to lose about 18 coins total. So this is pretty much a foolproof investment, and hopefully eventually he'll go back up in the future. I'm not sure what his price is now. I think I checked this morning and it's about 15,000 coins after the DKT has finished. So that is very nice, and clever little bit of investment. Now with the extra coins, I thought, why not, let's go ahead and try a foot draft. If we pack any 83 or 84 rated players, we pretty much make profit on the draft. And we're going to take the 4-3-2-1 formation. It's been a while since I've done a foot draft, and this was pretty disappointing. I was hoping for a big team of the season player as the captain, but we are going to pick up Paulo Dybala as the captain, and that is the team on the screen in front of you. And it's an alright team. It's not amazing. Of course, I would like someone better than Loic Remy. I could have probably put in Higuain and then Dybala at like center forward, but then everyone else gets off cam. I'll just use them as super subs. But that was the team that we went into the foot draft with. A very tasty team. Oblak, by the way, was very good in this draft. He saved me multiple occasions, and Neymar was absolutely clinical. But I'm going to skip ahead a few games. We win the first one 3-1. what can I say, that is complete and absolute domination. One shot on target and one goal for my opponent, but we absolutely tore him to shreds, which was absolutely excellent. I say absolutely a lot, I've noticed. So I'm going to try and cut that back in the future. Our second game was a rage quit, and we're going to go through to the third round where we win 4-1, and this is going to take us through to the final of the FUT draft. And if we win this is going to be 8 wins from 8 in this episode, so that is amazing. But in the fourth game, we come up against a striker Ronaldo, we come up against Griezmann, Pogba, and just a very, very nice team. And I'm pretty sure he subbed on like Hamsik at the centre mid position and Neymar at the cam. But Dybala there, he's going to make it 4-1, and I would have shown you all this gameplay, but we just don't have the time. I've got some other stuff to cram into this episode as well. So we managed to win the draft there 4-1, and yeah, we're going to win the draft. And as you can see, we win it pretty nicely. This was actually one of the more even games within the draft, and I have got to say my opponent was getting a bit hard done by. He was hitting the post a couple of times, but we were able to come away with the victory. And let's go look at the stats for our FUT draft, because we have been doing amazingly well in the FUT draft. As you can see, we are going to get the biggest prize possible, and it's not going to be too great, but it is going to be decent. But let's take a quick glance at the stats, and we've actually won 20 games and lost 2. 4 out of 6 drafts won, and 3 to 4 goals per game compared to a 1. So that is absolute domination in the FUT draft. I'm very happy about that. And from it we get a 25k pack and a mega pack, and I was actually happy about this. I wasn't too upset because a 25k pack fills our club back up with more cards, and we're going to be able to use them for more SBCs, and a mega pack gives us a bunch more cards as well, a bunch more consumables, some rare players. It's going to be absolutely amazing. Hits there was the best player in the 25k pack, and not too great. I thought Moreno there would have sold, but he didn't sell, so nothing too amazing. Now we go into the mega pack, and in the mega pack we don't get a walkout, but we do get a cheeky player in the name of Gylfi Sigurdsson. Of course, we have his team of the season unlockable already. He's an amazing card. If you guys have him in your club and you're not using him and you need someone at the cam position and you can't really afford Ericsson, Gylfi Sigurdsson, he's right there. He's an amazing player. But we get a whole bunch of rare contracts and some player healings and a fitness card. So they're all going to sell right there, and that brings us back up to 588,000 coins. Now on top of this, I was selling on some other cards as well as doing the bronze pack method. So we managed to pretty much bring our coin total back up to where it should have been, could have been, would have been if we didn't go into the draft. Actually, I think I made a bit of profits considering that I also bought Mario Gaspar as well. But we're going to actually drop back down to 536,000 coins, and we're going to spend the profit that we made on the Fellaini to complete the Raheem Sterling SBC. Now, I spent 20k on All Black, I spent 24k on Lloris, and I spent 16.5k on Marquisio. However, Sterling. Sterling is going to be a decent card. He's actually probably one of the best footies players I've used so far, on top of that with Smaldini. They're both ridiculously good. Sterling has very good long shots and very good finesse shots, so I'm happy about that, and he's very fast and agile, so I'll happily take a Sterling card. And that's actually going to go straight into our pink squad, and it's starting to take shape. Of course, the position change ones are going to be the next ones. You guys probably will have already seen that when this video goes live. But that is us completing the Sterling SBC. But that is going to be it for this episode, guys. We got a lot of profits from the DKT. We managed to spend that completing the Raheem Sterling, and we also did a FUT draft this episode. And next episode, the team on the screen is what we are going to take into the second daily knockout tournament. And I'm only going to show you a snippet of it, and hopefully we can win it. But Raheem Sterling is in that team, same with a whole bunch of cards, and I would also try to force Dembele in there because he's a very good card and he often carries us to victories. But that's going to be it for this episode, guys. Hopefully you did enjoy it. If you did, don't forget to smash a thumbs up, drop a subscribe, and leave a comment down below. But until next time, I'll see you guys in the next episode. Thank you so much for watching.